Hello, just eating grass. So, good morning. Again, I should say, actually, this will be the second one today. So, yesterday I talked about goal setting and leaning on support networks to help, people moving forward with their lives, setting themselves an appropriate goal and getting people, groups, friends, networks, something of that nature to help them keep moving towards those goals. Yeah. My earlier video, I talked about how to set goals, especially if you're struggling to come up with something for yourself, something that will benefit you. You know, the idea of putting other people first, other people, other things, other groups first, and doing something for yourself that will benefit that group or that person, loved ones, and so on. So I thought I'd follow on with that and talk about support networks and why that's important, what I mean by that as well, because it's not quite as simple as just having people around you. It's having the right people around you, having the right connections. Okay, I think this is something that a lot of us fall foul of. So when I say someone important, someone that you can rely on, I'm talking about a person or a group or an organisation that adds value to your life. Okay, not someone that drains it. Okay, not a group that drains it, not a person, not an organisation that just drains it. People that take it for granted, people that encourage you to do things that aren't really any good for you. More importantly, people that will tell you want people around you that will tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to, not just what will make you feel better. Okay, so I've talked in previous videos about being humble and having humility. The reality is we're not perfect. Okay, we make mistakes, we're human. Mistakes don't make us less human, and they don't make us failures. What makes us failures is giving up. Okay, it is a bitter pill to swallow sometimes when you know you've made a mistake, or you find out you're not good enough, or you don't know enough about something, or you don't get that job, or you don't manage to hit that certain fitness target, or you don't, you feel bad, disappointed with yourself because you've had one too many chocolate bars and you couldn't say no. Yeah, I've done that. Open a bag of Reese's Pieces like it's my kryptonite. But anyway, what we need is people and groups around us. If we can't stay motivated and maintain our own self-discipline, then we need people and groups around us that add value to our life. That value doesn't necessarily have to come in the form of someone telling us all these nice things about us all the time. If someone really cares, really gives a shit, they'll help you by helping you to identify your weaknesses, and more importantly, they'll help you do something about it. Yeah. So it's like, if you're, if you're clearly eating far too many carbs in a day, you're eating far too many chocolate bars and pasta and toast and everything else as well, which in my humble opinion is the primary reason for being overweight. People typically become overweight because they basically eat too many carbs. There's other factors to consider, don't get me wrong, but that ultimately is my main one. But if you see someone doing that and they're clearly overweight, and you then behind closed doors in the nicest possible way talk to them about it. Yeah, it's not a nice thing to have to talk about with somebody, and they might not really like hearing it, but that to me is something. If I give a shit about somebody, I don't want to see them getting ill, I don't want to see them waste their life away. If I see someone that has the capability, I want to help them achieve their potential. You're not going to do that by sitting in your ass eating shit all the time, because it's not just about your body, it's about your mind as well. What you put inside your body will impact how your mind works. I mean, as a type 1 diabetic and the fluctuating blood sugars, let me tell you, it is exhausting. Being overweight doesn't mean you're going to be diabetic, don't get me wrong, but when you eat lots of sugar, lots of carbs, your body responds by producing loads of insulin, so you get the highs and then all the lows that come with it as well, and they're difficult to deal with for anybody, I think. If we're able to better maintain our energy levels, we will have a better quality of life. irrelevant of body size. But back to the point though, support networks, we need to be around people, around groups, around organisations that add value to our life, that will tell us what we need to hear, that will support us in achieving what we want to achieve, that will help us. They won't just go and sit there and say you're shit at something. They'll say, look, this could be better, let me show you how we can do that better, and then I'll help you learn to be better. Then I'll encourage you to keep building on that. You know, I've always felt that when I was in the military, I used to use a line quite regularly, that a happy team is an effective team. To have a happy team, it means a leader needs to get to know their team. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't perfect, but I tried to make a point of getting to know the people in my team, of doing things other than just going, hey, I need this work doing, crack on. Going out on exercises, bringing, you know, bags of morale, bags of Haribo and sweeties, and doing shop runs and stuff like that in the wee hours and whatnot. You know, little things like that. It makes a difference, and I think that is the importance of a support network, having people around you that can do that for you. You know, when you're struggling, they're there to give you the kick in the ass and say, hey, look, you know, you've got this goal, you need to keep working at it. What are you struggling to do next? Let me help you. It doesn't mean they do it for you, it means they help you to do it. Yeah, and that's where the important bit comes. And here's the hard part. It's sometimes we need to let go of people that aren't adding value to our lives. Something I've had to do for you in the past. Here's a life lesson for you. You ever hear that phrase, blood is thicker than water? It's not actually correct. The original line is, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Kind of different perspective on it, that one, when you look about the original line. So, choose the people you're around, the groups you're around, the networks you're around, the organisations you're around. Choose them wisely. The ones that add real value to your life, the ones that help you become the better version of yourself. Okay? And if you're struggling with that, give me a call. I'll help you find somebody, or I'll do it for you. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.